Howdy guys, welcome back to more Kira. In the last episode, we found out that Tanoya of Star Generation fame is going to quit the band. Yagihara wants to break the band up, which isn't good. We don't like that. But I'm afraid there's no stopping it now. This was the major news we got last episode, so let's continue on. Kurari has to work today, so I go to the library alone after school. I go home when the sun went down. I know something is going on when I didn't see anybody in the house. I find a cup noodle and a memo on the table.
今日はみんなで焼肉を食べに行っています。晩ご飯をここに置いて行きます。
Jerk family. Didn't even invite me for dinner. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible family. They're eating delicious barbecue and I'm sitting here with noodles. I study my ass off until the library closes and this is how you treat your son? Whatever. What a rock star and we don't need them. Isn't it too much? Maybe I won't talk to them anymore. Just maybe. But then the cup of noodles she left is Kobe, curry, and wonton. So I decided to hold myself back, at least at the last minute. That is good. I've been hooked on this lately, and it makes me happy to know she remembered it. I'm such a simple person. I add water into the boiling pot and wait for it to boil. There is an instruction on the package saying it tastes better if you warm it in a different container, and other details like that. I follow the instructions on the package religiously. Some people don't even follow the instructions at all, like Murakami and Kurari. I guess I can never really understand why they do that. I mean, Murakami says a man doesn't follow details like that, and Kurari says she forgets if she doesn't put everything in at first. How rude can they be? I measure the time down to the exact second and use a measuring cup for boiling water. Alright, dude, we're not cooking like a Thanksgiving dinner here, man. We're just cooking a cup of noodles, alright? We don't need to go all Iron Chef on this. Murakami says it looks like a science lab, but that's how you pay respect to people who made it. I bring the 250 yen cup noodle made beautifully and precisely into my room, being careful not to spill hot water. Gotta be very careful. So I'm feeling happy until I start to eat. But the room is so quiet, it makes me feel sad. But then I eat noodles and I start to feel glad. I wonder if my family's having a good time eating kalbi, yuke, and liver sashimi. It makes me feel sad. I'm feeling unhappy. I'm upset with my younger sister Yuko, especially. She knows what she did. You know, she's the only one who would say it's okay to leave me behind. I can't do anything about it now, I guess. I turn the TV on. I'm sure the TV program my classmates are talking about is on now. I'm not really big into watching TV, so I couldn't talk with them. Whoops, I forget my mouse is right on the screen. Alright. I'm not into watching TV, so I couldn't talk with them when they start talking about it, and I used to just smile, trying not to be out of the circle. Maybe I should watch it to have a better relationship with them, you know? Give, you know, some common ground, things to talk about. You know, Murakami is the one who should be doing things like this, but I'm sure he's not the type. To have a good relationship with people takes a lot of patience and extra steps like this, you know? Murakami seems to have an idea about relationships between people. But Murakami's ideals know everything about each other the moment you meet them. He's naive like that. That's why he doesn't have a girlfriend and friends. Oh, poor Murakami. I'm sure his ideal romance is falling in love at first sight with a big bang and the world starts sparkling. I mean, it's not absolutely impossible, and I may be strange to think that. But I know that's something very rare. I'm different than Murakami. And talk about who's not being able to have a relationship. Kurara can't have a normal relationship with people. She's not naive like Murakami, but she just doesn't click well with others. She knows that too, so she tries hard to do better at it. Just ends up going in a different direction every time. I feel bad for her. Maybe people don't like her, since she has really good grades. Maybe they're feeling a little envious or jealous or spiteful. People get upset with her when she's better grades when they look down on her. I don't think like that now, but I used to. And the reason people don't look down on her is because she's from a poor family. She doesn't dress nicely. Kurari's clean, but it doesn't really matter. I know why people kept a distance from her. Everybody's supposed to be the same at school, but it doesn't work for her. Our school's not that bad, but it's still a school. I'm sure Kurari's working hard right now at the restaurant. Probably did the dinner rush. She doesn't do well with people at school, but she's doing fine at work, right? Damn it, I knocked the mouse. It's now the busiest time of the day, even on weekdays right now. It feels sad to think she's doing fine without me. He's obviously feeling sad that he's not feeling wanted or needed right now. His family kind of leaves him hanging for a little while, and now Kurari doesn't need him when, she's there working, and I guess he's feeling, a little bit useless right now. And I can relate. I've had those moments myself. She used to follow me around when she started to work. I realized the TV's program is finished. I didn't even really watch it, so engrossed with my own thoughts. Well, that was my socializing plan. I lie on bed to think about what we talked about this afternoon. So now he's going into the music industry. I feel jealous, I can't lie. But I don't have that kind of life. To live with a dream or do one thing enthusiastically like to know you. I think a lot about longevity lately. I couldn't understand the meaning of longevity before, but I think I understand a little bit now. What is needed in life is not to really have a huge success, but live as long as you can and avoid dramas and bad happenings. My family will be happy if I'm healthy and doing okay. And I like that too. If I had a talent like Tanoia, then maybe I'll have other ways to live. I think about Kurari again. Oh, that girl, she can't stay out of my head. Kurari has a talent, no doubt. Oh, I see a cooking program on my TV. A few idols are chatting and putting something into a pot. The restaurant Taishu should be settling down by now. Kurari has to work early morning tomorrow, even after she gets off tonight. She's poor now and busy working all the time, but will she really be able to have a peaceful, happy life someday? I can't imagine if Kurari having a peaceful, happy life. I don't know if that's good or bad. She'll be so far away from me if she's ever able to make it to where she's supposed to be. I want to stay with her until then. I'll help her in every way I can. Anytime. Anytime. It's a peaceful afternoon. We're peaceful as well, and we're in the library, the most peaceful place of all. Kurari shows me her notebook. I see a strange-looking animal drawing with a pencil. What's this, a cow? Oh, wow. Now that I look at it closer, yeah, it's a spitting image. I have no image of a bird called Okinawa rail in my head. I know it's an endangered species and it's a bird, but that's it. And here I thought it was a train. I frown.
ヤンバルクイナはね、こうやってグイーッと曲がったくちばしで。
Kurari starts explaining. Wait, not right now.
ねえ、かまってよ。
Don't bother me, I'm studying. Can't you see that? I have the book open. Jesus, it's why we're here. We're not here to goof off. Tests are coming. They wait for no man.
だったら、私がわからないとこ教えてあげようか?
Oh yeah, you're smart. Maybe a little bit. No thanks. I'm sorry, not that rude. I'm sorry, no thanks. You know, I'm sure she'd teach me anything I ask, and break it down to details and help me kindly. But then I'd be studying, crying with inferiority, knowing she's so much smarter than me. I know it. I do admit the fact, but I still want to avoid it whatever I can. Alright, I'm studying history today, so I don't have anything to ask. Keep drawing, we'll play later.
Hi.
Alright, starts to draw again. When she focuses on drawing, she won't care about me. I relax and struggle with my book. I'm studying about the cultures during Edo area. It's a parade of names and descriptions uninteresting to me. This is the hardest part. I feel like fainting when I think I have to memorize all of this. I can't fall asleep though. I keep cheering myself and start copying it on my notebook. I'm sure if I lacked the content of it, it'd be easy to memorize, but it's just a pain to me. You know, Karai is the type of person who memorizes things like this easily, and she's drawing Okinawa Rail frantically. I sneak a peek on a drawing to find a confusing illustration that looks like an elephant, which is not very relevant to what she's trying to draw. It has a speech balloon next to the beak.
僕はヤンバルクイナ。
It's like a Pokemon, that's all I can say. It just says what it is. He's explaining himself. Why am I not smarter than this idiot? Grr, pains me so. The sun goes down. It goes dark outside of the library. Spooky came. It's almost closing time, and it's only us in the library. Chloe's just staying here to be with me since she doesn't need to study. She's sweet like that. It's a waste of time to spend precious time she has off from work. No, she seems to be happy. She's humming. Chloe's been drawing and interrupting my studies, but she's writing some letters in her notebook right now. I try to sneak a peek, but she closes the notebook and won't let me see it because she's mean like that. I wonder what she's writing now, since she didn't hide her drawing last time. I do wonder, but I also know that girls try to hide things if we ask, so I decide to act cool. I'm sure she'll sell it to me later, right? She can't shut up. So I go back to my textbook. Maybe she'll get the hint. The boring Edo era ends, and the Meiji restoration starts with Ansei no Taigoku. I like this era, even if it's not too important for the exam. From the end of the Edo area until the end of oh my god, until the end of the Pacific War is so dynamic and interesting. I'm sick and tired of the cultures of common people and new shogun's restoration. I'd be more interested in history if it had more huge wars in a dynamic era. Then I see someone stand in front of me. It's the librarian. I check if it's time to close, but wait, we still have 30 minutes. I wait for her to say what she wants. She says she wants to leave early since she has an emergency and she needs to go. She's decided to negotiate directly with us since we're the only ones in the library. I mean, wait, emergency? What's going on?
そうなのよ。今から出ないとどうしても間に合わなくて。
You just want to leave early, don't you? It's okay, we can go. I understand. I've heard a rumor that she's dating a teacher who has a wife and a child secretly. I imagine that's her emergency. Oh my god, scandal!
もう少し残るのなら鍵を渡しておくから時間になったら閉めて返却箱の中に入
It
れてお
sounds
い
like
てくれ
something
な。
you're not supposed to do, but whatever. Librarian talks frankly. Are you walking off?
内緒よ。
You're walking off. She's walking off. Can you believe this? The librarian is abandoning her post. But she's being paid to keep the library under control. Any moment, this place could just turn into a disaster. Books fly off the shelves. We don't know. This is what the librarian does. The librarian keeps kind of like a cone of control that surrounds the whole library. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just rambling on. Just ignore me. How could she say that as an adult? There's no way. I want to say no, but she has a trump card, a Donald Trump card to be exact. She has a curvy, erotic body. I can't say no to ladies like her.
お願い。
I just nod like that, stupid.
ありがとね。
She's using her feminine wiles. Ugh. Give me the key. Let's make a copy of it so we can go in the library whenever we want. She walks out of the library shaking her hips. Ugh, she knows what she's doing. Ugh. And she's dating a married man. Can you believe her? Does she have no shame? What a woman. I won't let her get away like this.
鼻の下伸ばして女の人のお尻見てる。
I was not, thank you very much. I was staring at that lovely encyclopedia behind her. I thought I was acting annoyed, but I guess I don't look annoyed. No, I'm not, I swear. I panic at the disco.
嘘だ。
She doesn't believe me. Of course she doesn't believe me. And well she shouldn't. I was looking at her ass. I ain't gonna lie. I'm an ass man. You can ask anybody. But I've seen it on TV that you shouldn't admit to cheating even if you're caught naked having sex with someone else. Well, if you were caught doing that, there would be no point in hiding it at that point. Otherwise, you would just look like an idiot to deny it at that point, I think. But, you know, I don't know. It's not what it looks like, I swear. I'm not lying. I'm a horrible liar. I deny it strongly.
嘘だよ。
Kurari won't give in.
なんだかんだ言って鹿くんはああいうおっぱいの大きい人が好きなんだよね。
Looking's free, right? It's the touching that's gonna cost me dearly. She's pouting. She pouts a lot. No, not true. I swear. I swear.
じゃあ何なの？
I like your small boobs better. I mean, I am dating you, right? I mean, you're no Kashiwara, but we'll save that for another route in another time.
小さいって言った。やっぱり小さいと思ってるんだ。
Why the hell did we say that? Are we not think before we speak? Obviously not. Okay, I'll correct it. I like your big boobs better. Come on. Yeah, did you see the librarian? She's stacked. Now we're just making fools of ourselves. We're just lying to ourselves here. We know her boobs are bigger. She shuts up looking serious. She pouts if I call them small, but she won't believe me if I call them big. Oh, you know, where do I win? What am I supposed to do? Hey, can I see your notebook? Try to change the subject. I reach out to her notebook, and Kurari takes it away from me quickly. Puts it under her butt. You don't want me to see it?
これはいいの。それよりね。
Kurari looks around to see if nobody's around us.
鹿くんは小さいってバカにするけど。
Oh, they are not.
私ちょっとおっぱいが大きくなったんだよ。
They are not, you lie! But I'm not making fun of them.
してたよ。
Was not. Look at me like that. But, is that true?
ほんとほんと。
I can't tell by looking at them. Put my hand on my chin, acting like I'm thinking.
ほんとだって。ほら。
Oh god. Cry pushes her boobs out to convince me. I look at them, but I still can't tell. Huh. I feel an age scene coming on. I stroke them over her uniform. Huh, I can't tell. Kari has a small frame and small boobs, so there isn't a bra that fits her correctly. So she wears the bigger sizes. As a result, she has a gap between her bra and her actual boobs, and even if she says her boobs got bigger, there's no way for me to really tell by looking at them or touching them over the uniform.
ブー。
Whoa. She's a ghost, oh my god. Kari's lips look like a duck. Well, I have no choice then. I stick my hand into her uniform. Oh, editing's coming very quickly. I had a feeling this would happen. Open your shirt. Rory says something is stuck in her throat as she takes a water bottle out of her school bag, and starts drinking tea, still half naked. Things happened. You need not know the details. She brews this tea every morning by herself. She always has it and drinks it every time she gets thirsty. This bottle is her favorite. Her parents bought it for her when she entered elementary school. Her favorite penguin prints are almost all faded away. She closes the bottle tightly when she finishes drinking. The opening is getting loose lately, and she has to close it really tight. She smiles at me after she puts it away. She starts telling me a story looking at the water bottle.
あのね、子供の時はね、どこへ行くにもいつもお母さんがお茶を作ってくれて、水筒で持たせてくれたんだ。
Kari laughs by herself.
お母さんはね、外で喉が渇いたらかわいそうだって砂糖をいっぱい入れて持たせてくれたんだ。
Aww.
だから私いつどこへ行っても
That's
甘い麦茶が飲めたんだよ。
She sounds really nice.
そうなんだ。でもね、ある時友達に甘い麦茶なんか変だってからかわれて、そしたら私急に恥ずかしくなってお母さんに文句言ったの。こんなのもういらないって。そしたらお母さんはすごく悪そうな顔をしてごめんねって言ってもう作ってくれなくなっちゃった。
Aww, so sad. Poor mom.
私悪い子だったんだ。でも今思い出してもあれが一番美味しかったな。それで大人になってから麦茶にお砂糖入れてみたんだけどどうしても同じ味にならなかったんだ。どうしてなんだろう。きっと何か企業秘密があるんだね。だから本当はね、またお母さんに麦茶作ってほしいんだけどもう大人だから頼めないんだ。
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure if you asked her, she'd be happy to make it for you.
なんで？私それでお母さんを傷つけちゃったんだよ。きっと怒ってるよ。
Nah. I'm sure if she was mad at some point, I'm sure those feelings have long subsided. I still think she'd be happy. I still think she worries that she made her daughter embarrassed.
そうなの？
I think so. You should tell her that. You know, that you can't forget about the tea she used to make. So you want to know the secret.
昔の麦茶が美味しくて忘れ。
And don't memorize what I said. You should use your own words. You know, speak from the heart.
そっか。私バカだね。
You have better grades than I do. You're no idiot.
全部偶然だよ。
No, it's not. She smiles and rubs her body against me.
チカ君って優しいね。
Oh, you're not so bad yourself, Karari.
鹿くんの匂いがする。
Her head is sitting in front of me, and it smells like sun. I rub her head. How I know the sun smells like, I can't really tell, but it just smells like the sun. And her body feels so warm in my arms. I realize the air outside is getting colder. I hug her tightly, and it makes her relaxed. And she closes her eyes, and she makes me feel relaxed as well. And I notice something under my butt. I grab it to find the notebook. It's where she's been writing something intensely. Karari looks at it. What were you writing about? I have to know.
あのね、詩。
Lyrics.
歌詞を作ってたの。いつかまた歌いたいなと思って、詩を作っておこうと思って。
I wanted to ask you something.
何？
Don't you regret about the band still?
未練って？
I mean, don't you want to continue if you didn't have to care about the situation in the house?
今はいいの。今はね、ワクワクしてるんだ。学校を卒業して、それで働くのが楽しみ。
But you're writing lyrics. I don't get it.
これはね、いつかね、大人になってみんなが集まってまたバンドを組もうってなった時に私の作ったやつやれたらいいなって思って。そういうのってなんかいいでしょ？いい大人になったみんながね、若い時のことを思い出しながら一緒に演奏するの。
Like, how old?
50歳くらいかな。
That's a really long time.
私何をするのも時間かかっちゃうから、その時のために今からゆっくり作ってるんだ。
Wow.
曲も考えてるんだよ。
Really?
そうなんだよ。
Can you play it for me when it's done? Please?
いいよ。でもずーっと先かもしれないよ。のんびりやってるからね。その時には鹿くんもう忘れちゃってるかも。
I'll remember.
でも私のこと嫌になって別のところにいるかも。
I don't think so. I'm planning to stay with you. And only you.
ありがとう。でも先のことはわからないからね。鹿くんは私のこと嫌いになっちゃうかもしれないし。
Oh, Karari. Some days I might hate the sun, but I can't keep it from shining. I'll never hate you.
本当？でも私本当はひどい子かもしれないよ。
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But, you might hate me someday.
そんなこと絶対ないもん。
Nobody knows what'll happen. Say back at her, smiling.
意地悪。
You started it.
そうだけど。
Karari's sulking and pouts her lips. But we should keep our hope, even if we don't know. It's tiring to be so negative all the time. It's not good. It's not good.
そうだね。
She nods like a child. And we're back, folks. I swear, they're like rabbits sometimes. All you need know that happened in this scene was that he may have not been wearing protection. Things happened. And something may happen again in a few months' time. That's all you need to know. But he's going to take responsibility if it does happen. He knows full well the consequences. She's telling him to look at her. Well... What? She smiles shyly.
今日すごかったよ。
Yes, let's. This was a very pleasant day.
したいな。
Very exhausting day. And the way she tilts her head like that says to me that is so cute, makes my heart skip. Although I've seen her smile and heard her say things like that before. We both shut up and a peaceful, warm silence visits us again. I look up to see the dark ceiling above us. I'm sure a lot of troubles awaits us in our future. But if we're able to take this kind of warm moments over and over, maybe we'll get through it together. I search for Karari's hand and hold it tightly. She holds my hand as well. The future. What we see out of the school windows is changing into something sad. Autumn passes by quickly and the world is getting ready for winter. Winter is coming. Somebody in class said we don't have 4 seasons left before we take the entrance exam. I hate to agree with them, but I feel a sense of impending crisis. I know the exam is closing in on us soon, and when I see the season changing in front of me. I'm crossing my arms at a desk when Murakami comes to talk to me. The results of the trial test is sitting on my desk. I received it through school. Murakami reaches out to it and looks at my result before I say anything. But it's not my best, you know? I've trained so hard and studied for so long, and I feel like I can do better, you know? I never really studied seriously, so I was expecting my grades to go really up, but it didn't go up as much as I expected. Murakami gives me a face. You know that face he does. Right there, he's doing it right there. That face. That grouchy face. I don't know. He looks like he's mad all the time.
3年間ほとんどサボってたくせに 1,2 ヶ月猛勉強したくらいでいきなり優等生になるつもりだったのか? お前、どれだけ自分のこと天才だと思ってたんだよ。
He is not wrong. It's not like that though, man. No, but I put in the same school as Chini as my first choice. The judgment is D. Chini has an A. An A! I got a D!
あのな、イスルギさんはもともと頭の出来が違う上に1年余計に勉強してるんだ。お前なんかが張り合おうとするのが間違っている。
Yeah, it's not about beating her, it's about, being as equals, being on the same level. Fry didn't take the trial test, but I'm sure she couldn't beat her even if she did.
ああいうやつと比べるなんてもっと間違ってる。
Oh, I suppose you're right. It's the wrong direction. I'm thinking about I care too much about what other people are doing and not about what I'm doing. Fry's not studying at all now, though.
あのな、繰り返すが。夏前は留年しかけてたのが人並みになったんだぞ。それで十分じゃないか。暗い顔するな。胸を張れ。
Murakami, if you know anything about me, it's never enough. I always strive to be the best. I mean, man, we were tennis together. I mean, we were the best. Then we lost. And we trained and trained and trained, and we still lost. We couldn't win, no matter what we did. It's never enough, and I'll never be satiated just with D's. I have to strive to be better. I can be proud of myself in the future when I'm an A student. It's sad to be proud of being average, isn't it, though?
これが俺らの現実ってやつだ。
Don't be all depressing. I respect you for saying things like that proudly, without being gloomy.
そうか? 大体、お前が高望みすぎるんだよ。皆が追い込みを始めるこの時期に成績を飛躍的に伸ばすなんて、本当に立派なことなんだぞ。俺は着実に順位を落としているんだぜ。
Going down. Is that okay?
そうは言っても 伸びるやつがいれば落ちるやつが出るのは仕方ない。
Is that really how it works? I mean, it doesn't have to work like that, you know? You don't have to sit there and say, well, his grade's going up, mine has to go down to, you know, balance it out. You know, no, I don't accept that. I don't accept that excuse at all. You're lying to yourself.
まあ大丈夫だって。こんなこともあろうかと俺の志望校は初めから手頃な大学に設定してある。備えあれば憂いなしってやつだな。もうちょっと成績が落ちてもなんとかなる予定だ。
Man, you guys are taking the school thing so seriously. I think they do in Japan, though. They're really big on the education thing. I mean, I'm not sitting there trying to, you know, badmouth education like it's a horrible thing, but man, they go deep into that stuff. Like, everyone has to be the best at everything, and it's, you know, it's just not realistic. You know, someone is always going to be better than you at something. It doesn't matter what it is. Someone out there is going to be better than you at something. You can be the best at one thing, someone's going to be better at you than something else, so you just got to accept it. You know, but you won't make it if you think like that.
何？それで毎日すべての大学に落ちるという最悪の状況になったって、すでに親とは取引済みなんだ。店の手伝いと引き換えに1年浪人をしてもいいことになってる。だから何の問題もない。まさに万全の備えってやつだな。
Oh wow, I was expecting a lot more words there. Okay. That's the perfect preparation. Sounds more like fleeing from the enemy, if you ask me. Were you asking? You weren't asking me. Okay.
いやいや、世の中リスクマネジメントは重要だぞ。俺の備えはこれだけじゃない。1年手伝いをしている間に貯金をしようと思ってる。そして来年もやっぱり受からなかったら、その金でアメリカにステイして、殿屋のようにパンクやロックを学ぼうと思っているんだ。最悪大学に行けなくてもいいんだぜ。テストを受ける前からここまで入念に先のことを考えているやつは、日本に受験生多しといえども俺くらいだろう。
Oh, tin the worst. Tin the worst. The T is nowhere near the I on the keyboard. You cannot possibly make a typo like that unless you did not know how keyboards work, which, judging by this game, is a very real possibility. But, you know, I gotta respect Murakami's, you know, goal, you know, his direction. But I wonder if he knows what he's really talking about. I get it. You're not going to university, are you? You know, not only that, I wonder if he's willing to have a normal life at all. You know, Murakami's still full of confidence.
バカ言え、それなりにあるさ。だが人の生き方は大学へ行くことだけではないからな。殿屋の話を聞いて俺は悟ったんだ。視野狭窄は人生をつまらなくする。幅広い柔軟な考えこそが一生を明るく豊かにしてくれるんだ。
Sounds like you're saying great stuff. But you know, you didn't decide by cancellation like you did.
俺には俺のやり方があるんだよ。前島もさ、大学進学の先に本当に人生の喜びがあるかどうか考えてみたらどうだ？
Oh no.
大学へ行くよりもずっと素晴らしい人生があるかもしれないぞ。
Don't start putting that in my head, man. I don't want to sit there and imagine some happy life that I may or may not have. It's not what a senior year student should say.
そうかもしれないが、俺は受験生である前に一匹の男でいたいんだ。
Oh, can't argue with that. You're right. I mean, I'm not stopping you if you like doing it, you know? I mean, just, you know, do what makes you happy.
任せてくれ。俺の辞書には後悔だとか反省といった言葉はない。
Oh, really? Let me check the dictionary. Ah, it's right there. Right there. You lie. Now I know what he means. But, you know, he's the kind of person who's just gonna coast on life and just, you know, do what he wants to do and not have a really have a worry in the world. You know, I respect people like that. It takes guts to be so carefree. It really does. He laughs proudly, but I think he should add regret to his dictionary. That's okay, I penciled it in for him.
そういえば、シーノも進学はしないらしいが、就職先とか考えているのか？
I suppose she has to. Changes the topic, though. And she says she's working in the office of a pet food company. And she likes cats, so she wants to work at a place which has something to do with cats.
ペットフードの通販会社って猫と関われるのか？
Told her that too, but she said she'll start out like that and then she'll change jobs to a dog trainer or a lady at the dolphin shows and things like that towards cats. You know, she's taking, you know, many steps towards the cats. She's going dog, then dolphin, then she's gonna go back down to cats.
そういう近づき方に何か意味があるのか？
Man, I don't know. She's Karari, man. I don't know what she's thinking half the time. She says she wants to save what she likes until the end.
それって
Don't ask me. I really don't know what she's thinking either.
相変わらずシーノは面白いやつだな。
Oh, you got that right, man. Woo. I can pick him, right? Interesting for sure.
いいことじゃないか。で、そういえばシーノって最近学校で姿が見えないようだが、どうしたんだ？
She's not taking the exam. She has good attendance, so she doesn't need to come here, but she's working more. I've seen her lately.
会ってないのか？
Yeah, I'm busy with studying, and so I haven't seen her for 10 days.
そうか。連絡はしてるんだろう？
No, but she doesn't have a cell phone, and I don't want to bother her family calling her on the house phone, which she probably doesn't have because she's poor. I don't say that, of course. What are you thinking about?
それは今のうちにもっと会っといた方がいいぞ。卒業して進路が違ったら会いにくくなるかもしれないしな。
We're talking about taking some time off together during spring break. But you may be right. I'll think about it.
とにかく連絡くらいはしとけよ。当たり前のようでも大事なことだぞ。
I should call her. I'm not following Murakami's orders, but I want to see her anyway. I've been preoccupied with the exam lately. It's not that I forgot about Karari or anything, you know, but I'm the type of person who can only focus on one thing at a time. I've been meaning to call her. I'm thinking I'll do it tomorrow, and it's been 10 days already. Quite a long time. I'm sure she's sad and lonely not being able to see me. She'd be so happy if I just showed up and surprised her. So I decided to bring a small gift for her. How about a flower? Karari says she likes tulips. I'll give her my tulips if you know what I'm saying. It's not the season for tulips. So I wonder if they have it at the flower shop. It's a flower shop. I'm sure they have them all year round, right? But I don't know. I've never been in a flower shop. I'm sure it's possible with the power of science. Yes, the power of science will allow me to buy a tulip any time of the year. And if they're selling them, I'll definitely buy them, and I don't care how much it'll cost. You know, this is a chance to do something romantic. I bet Karari would love a tulip in autumn. I want a yellow one. It won't look sad in this season if it's bright yellow. Makes me happy to imagine her being happy. Yes, this is a good idea. The only type of ideas I have. This kind of small happiness builds up to shine our life. Make a stop at the flower shop and find just what I've been looking for. It's smaller than I expected, but you know, I can't be too picky. Now that I have the flower, I need to give it to her before it dies. I forgot to check with her. I wonder if she's home today. Karari doesn't have a cell phone. I don't want to call her house asking for her whereabouts, so I call the restaurant I used to work at. She's still working at this restaurant, Taishang. The manager answers the phone. And it's hard to ask him this question, but I use all my guts to ask Karari's schedule. Then I hear something unexpected. Huh. Unexpected, huh? Well, whatever could it be? We're just gonna have to find out next time on Kira Kira. Take it easy, guys.